feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Welcome to the post-show wrap-up of the Boca Raton Shrimp Tank. I'm your host, Jason Hill, sitting here with my co-host, Roland Kidwell, the director over at the FAU Adams Center for Entrepreneurship. We had a great show today. We got to interview Jeremy Pound, the CEO of Juicy Results. You can catch the entire replay of this show on iTunes, as well as the Boca Raton Shrimp Tank podcast.com. We spoke for about 50 minutes about CRM technology. It's a must-watch. You know, if you're a business owner, yeah, it's one thing to have CRM technology, but it's another to learn how to use it properly. So, Jeremy, for everyone listening today, can you jump into telling everyone about your company, Juicy Results, and some things that you do with business owners today down here in South Florida or really across the United States?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. And I want to say that the shrimp tank experience was a lot of fun. Thank you very much for having me today, guys.
It's great to hear.
Absolutely. So what we do with Juicy Results is we help companies scale their sales team. And we really do that by systematizing their sales process and then programming all of that into their CRM so that it's custom for their business. And that's the opposite of what most people do, which is kind of take an inventory of everything the technology can do and then try to change their entire sales culture to match that.
Yeah.
So by the time we're done, we're rolling out their CRM and we're helping them scale their sales team over time.
Nice. And it's so important today to take on CRM and use it to your fullest, right? It's so important.
Absolutely. I mean, not only is it a competitive advantage, but I've actually heard stories about salespeople not taking jobs because the company that they were interviewing for had no CRM, no systems.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to join an organization that didn't have their act together.
Yeah, so you heard it best. Outlook is out and CRM is in. Roland, what do you think about everything today?
Jeremy, you're a published author, 7 Habits of Scalable Sales Teams. Tell us about how you came to write the book and what's in it.
So great. So I was running a digital marketing agency at the time, and we were lucky enough to have a handful of clients who had made the Inc. 100 and 500 fastest growing companies in America. And as an entrepreneur, I wanted to know what the heck those guys were doing that the rest of us were not.
Yeah.
And so I started interviewing them. I started asking questions. I realized that they were also my best clients. And I said, I want to know what you guys are doing so that I can introduce this to all my other clients. And so when I got that on paper, I decided to turn it into what I thought would be an ebook, which then later actually turned into a published book. Yeah. So it's 7 habits, and it's 7 simple things that you can do one by one. It's written in a linear fashion. And if you do those things, you'll be able to scale your sales team.
Well, tell us the first 2.
All right, so the first thing is that every deal's got to make it in the CRM. Yeah. I can't believe how many people spend a ton of money on a CRM, and then I go in and I audit their organization, and 20, 30, 50% of the leads are making it in their CRM. So they have no baseline, right? And so they don't even know what's working. So that's absolutely number one. The second most important thing is to make sure that you have a dated next step for everyone in your CRM. So when you scale your sales and marketing, and you go from having a dozen people to follow up with to, say, having 100 people to follow up with, if you don't have a dated next step in your CRM, they're just going to get lost in the abyss, right? What are you going to go through 1,000 people in your CRM every day and make sure you're following up with everybody?
Yeah, it's too difficult.
So date the next step, and then you can just not worry about them until it's time to follow up.
Cool. Well, I'll look for the other 5, or our viewers will.
I don't want to give it all away. I don't want to give the ending away in the video.
Well, Jeremy, I want to thank you for coming out to the Shrimp Tank today. For all the guests watching, how can they get in touch with you as well as your company?
So I'd invite anyone to check out juicyresults.com. It's Juicy results.com. And if you go there, you can actually download a digital version of the book for free. And you can find my podcast called The New Customer Machine, where we go into more detail about all the latest sales technology. Yeah. And you can get in touch with us if you're interested in working with us.
Well, you heard it there. Definitely catch the entire replay of the show. Spoke for about 50 minutes about CRM technology and running a successful business. So definitely catch a replay at the Boca Raton Shrimp Tank podcast.com as well as on iTunes. We look forward to seeing everyone next week at 4 p.m. on Tuesday. Take care, everyone.